Do you often find yourself feeling bloated, gassy, or just generally uncomfortable after a meal, even when you thought you ate something harmless? Perhaps you've noticed your digestion just isn't what it used to be, leaving you feeling sluggish, tired, or even a bit irritable throughout the day. It's a reality many of us face as we gracefully navigate our 60s and beyond. An unwelcome guest at the dinner table that we often dismiss as just part of getting older. But what if I told you that some of the foods we've always enjoyed, some of the very staples in our kitchens, are actually quietly working against our digestive system, making those discomforts worse? It's a surprising truth that many people don't realize. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain on 5 common foods that are secretly sabotaging your digestion after 60, and more importantly, what you can do about it to reclaim your comfort and energy. Stick with me until the very end, because I promise there's something waiting for you that will truly surprise you. Let's start our journey by shining a light on a group of foods that have become a pervasive part of our modern lives. Often disguised as convenience or quick fixes, highly processed foods. Think about those seemingly innocent packaged snacks, ready-to-eat meals, sugary breakfast cereals, or even many of the items you grab on the go. These aren't just empty calories, they are often engineered to be hyper-palatable, meaning they're incredibly tasty and easy to overeat, but they come at a significant cost to your digestive well-being, especially as you enter your golden years. What makes them such quiet troublemakers? Well, it's a combination of factors. For starters, they are notoriously low in fiber, the unsung hero of healthy digestion. Fiber acts like a broom, sweeping waste through your system, keeping things moving smoothly, and feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Processed foods strip away this vital component, leaving your digestive tract sluggish and prone to constipation. Imagine trying to clean a house without a broom. It's a messy, inefficient process. And that's exactly what happens in your gut without enough fiber. Beyond the lack of fiber, these foods are often loaded with unhealthy fats, refined sugars, and a bewildering array of artificial additives, preservatives, and questionable chemicals. These ingredients are tough on your digestive system. Your body has to work overtime to break them down. And even then, they can cause inflammation in your gut lining, leading to symptoms like bloating, gas, and abdominal pain. It's like asking your digestive system to run a marathon every day without proper training or nourishment. Consider how your body changes after 60. Our metabolism naturally slows down. We might produce fewer digestive enzymes, which are crucial for breaking down food efficiently. Our gut microbiome, that bustling community of trillions of bacteria in our intestines, becomes more sensitive and less resilient. When we feed it a steady diet of processed foods, we're essentially starving the good bacteria and creating an environment where the less friendly ones can thrive, leading to an imbalance that manifests as digestive distress, weakened immunity, and even mood issues. Think about a typical day. Maybe you grab a store-bought pastry for breakfast, a prepackaged sandwich or microwave meal for lunch, and then snack on some chips or cookies in the afternoon. Each of these choices, while convenient, is a missed opportunity to nourish your digestive system with the whole, real foods it craves. Instead, you're layering on ingredients that actively hinder its function. So, what can you do? The good news is, making a shift away from these convenience traps isn't as daunting as it sounds. It starts with becoming a label detective. Turn that package around and look at the ingredient list. If it reads like a chemistry experiment, or if there are more than 5 ingredients you can't pronounce, it's probably best to put it back. Aim to choose foods with short, recognizable ingredient lists, instead of reaching for that bag of crisps. Try a handful of unsalted nuts, a piece of fruit, or some vegetable sticks with hummus. Swap out sugary cereals for oatmeal topped with berries and seeds, rather than a ready meal. Consider simple home-cooked meals using fresh vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Even something as simple as making your own popcorn at home, seasoned lightly, is a huge step up from the highly processed, butter-laden microwave versions. These small swaps reduce the burden on your digestive system, allowing it to function more smoothly and efficiently. Your gut will thank you, and you'll likely notice a significant reduction in discomfort, feeling lighter and more energized throughout your day. Now that we've shed some light on the sneaky ways processed foods can harm your digestion, let's turn our attention to another very common, often innocent-looking culprit that can wreak havoc on your gut: those sweet delights. I'm talking about sugary drinks, your favorite fizzy sodas, and even many of those seemingly healthy fruit juices that are just packed with concentrated sugars. Not to mention cakes, biscuits, pastries, and all those sweet treats we enjoy. While they offer a temporary burst of pleasure, the aftermath can be less than delightful for your digestive system. Here's the silent problem with sugar. Especially when consumed in large quantities, it feeds the wrong kind of bacteria in your gut. Your gut microbiome needs balance, a healthy ecosystem of diverse bacteria. When you flood it with sugar, you create an environment where harmful bacteria and yeasts can flourish, pushing out the beneficial ones. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, can lead to increased gas, bloating, and discomfort because these bad bacteria produce excessive gas as they ferment the sugar. It's like throwing too much fuel on a fire. Things can quickly get out of control in your digestive tract. Furthermore, high sugar intake can contribute to systemic inflammation in your body, and your gut is certainly not immune to this. Inflammation in the gut lining can impair its ability to absorb nutrients efficiently and can make it more permeable, sometimes referred to as leaky gut, which allows undigested food particles and toxins to potentially enter your bloodstream, triggering even more discomfort and broader health issues. As we age, our bodies are often more prone to inflammation, making sugar an even greater concern for digestive health after 60. Our blood sugar regulation can become a bit more finicky, and the gut's ability to recover from inflammatory assaults might be slower. Think about that afternoon slump you might experience after a sugary snack or drink. Part of that could very well be your digestive system struggling to cope. Instead of a smooth, efficient process, it's grappling with a sugar overload that disrupts its delicate balance. So, how can you reduce sugar's silent harm? It's not about complete deprivation, but smart choices. Begin by cutting back on sugary drinks. Swap your soda for sparkling water with a slice of lemon or lime, or unsweetened herbal tea. If you love fruit juice, try diluting it with water. Or better yet, eat whole fruit instead, which provides fiber to help balance the sugar. For desserts, think about naturally sweet options like berries, a baked apple with cinnamon, or a small square of dark chocolate, which has less sugar and offers beneficial antioxidants. Gradually reducing your sugar intake can help reset your taste buds and allow your gut microbiome to rebalance itself, leading to less gas, bloating, and a more comfortable digestive experience. Moving on from the sweet deceptions, let's talk about another common food group that often causes digestive woes, particularly as we get older, and that's dairy products. Many of us grew up with milk as a staple, assuming it was universally good for us. However, for a significant number of people, especially after 60, dairy can become a real digestive challenge due to lactose intolerance. Lactose intolerance occurs when your body doesn't produce enough of an enzyme called lactase, which is necessary to break down lactose, the sugar found in milk and dairy products. As we age, it's quite common for our bodies to produce less lactase, meaning that a food you might have enjoyed without issue for decades can suddenly start causing problems. When undigested lactose reaches the large intestine, it ferments, leading to telltale symptoms like bloating, excessive gas, abdominal cramps, and sometimes even diarrhea. It's an uncomfortable experience that can easily be mistaken for other digestive issues or just part of aging. Imagine enjoying a creamy latte or a scoop of ice cream, only to feel your stomach gurgle and swell shortly after. Or perhaps that delicious cheesy dish leaves you feeling uncomfortably full and gassy for hours. These could be subtle, or not so subtle. Signs that your body is struggling with lactose. The good news is that managing dairy-related digestive issues is quite manageable. You don't necessarily have to cut out all dairy, but rather find what works for you. Start by listening to your body if you suspect dairy is an issue. Try a temporary elimination. Remove all dairy products for a week or two and see if your symptoms improve. Then, reintroduce them slowly to pinpoint your sensitivity level. There are excellent alternatives available now. Lactose-free milk, cheese, and yogurt are widely available and contain the lactase enzyme already added, making them much easier to digest. You might also find that some dairy products, like hard cheeses or certain yogurts with live active cultures, are better tolerated because they contain less lactose or the bacteria help break it down. Plant-based milk alternatives like almond milk, oat milk, or soy milk have also become incredibly popular and are great substitutes for your coffee or cereal. Experiment to find which ones you enjoy and which ones agree with your digestive system. Making these adjustments can bring surprising relief and comfort, allowing you to enjoy your meals without the dread of digestive discomfort. Next, we'll dive into another category of foods that often appear harmless but can quietly undermine your digestive health, especially as you age refined grains. Think about the soft, fluffy white bread, regular pasta, white rice, and countless crackers, pastries, and baked goods. These foods are incredibly common in our diets, and for years, they were seen as staples. However, for your digestive system, particularly after 60, they can be more of a hindrance than a help. The primary issue with refined grains is that they've been stripped of their most beneficial components during processing, the bran and germ, which contain virtually all the fiber, vitamins, and minerals, are removed, leaving behind only the starchy endosperm. What you're left with is essentially a rapidly digestible carbohydrate that acts very much like sugar in your body. It causes quick spikes in blood sugar, which can lead to energy crashes and, more importantly for our topic, a sluggish digestive system. Without fiber, these foods don't provide the bulk needed to keep waste moving smoothly through your intestines. This can exacerbate issues like constipation, which is already a common complaint for many people over 60. Fiber also acts as a prebiotic, feeding those beneficial gut bacteria we talked about earlier. When you consistently choose refined grains, you're essentially starving your good gut microbes, further disrupting that delicate balance in your digestive ecosystem. Your gut relies on fiber to function optimally, and without it, everything slows down, leading to discomfort, bloating, and a feeling of being weighed down. Imagine your digestive tract as a conveyor belt. Whole grains, with their fiber, keep that belt moving at a steady, efficient pace. Refined grains, however, are like loose gravel that just sits there, making the belt slow down or even grind to a halt. The simple act of swapping refined grains for whole grain options can make a profound difference. Instead of white bread, choose whole wheat or whole grain bread. Opt for brown rice or wild rice instead of white rice. Explore alternatives like quinoa, oats, barley, or farro for your meals. Even incorporating whole wheat pasta or making your own whole grain pancakes can be a big step forward. These changes provide the much-needed fiber that your digestive system craves, helping to regulate bowel movements, reduce bloating, and support a healthier gut microbiome. It's a simple swap with powerful benefits for your comfort and overall well-being. Finally, let's address a category of foods that, while undeniably delicious to many, can be particularly harsh on a mature digestive system: fried and very fatty foods. We're talking about things like French fries, fried chicken, greasy takeaways, rich creamy sauces, and overly decadent desserts. While an occasional treat might be fine, making these a regular part of your diet after 60 can lead to persistent digestive complaints. The main problem here is the sheer amount of fat, especially unhealthy saturated and trans fats, and how it's prepared. Fats, by their very nature, take longer to digest than carbohydrates or proteins. When you consume a meal high in fat, particularly deep-fried fat, it slows down the emptying of your stomach. This prolonged stomach emptying can lead to that uncomfortable feeling of fullness, bloating, and even nausea. For many people, especially as they age, it can also trigger or worsen acid reflux and heartburn, as stomach acids are left to linger and potentially back up into the esophagus. Moreover, your gallbladder, which produces bile to help break down fats, can become less efficient with age. A high-fat meal puts a significant strain on this system, sometimes leading to pain or discomfort, particularly in the upper abdomen. It's like asking an older, well-used engine to suddenly pull a much heavier load than it's designed for. It struggles and protests. Think about how you feel after a greasy takeaway meal versus a lighter, home-cooked one. The difference in digestive comfort can be stark. The heavier, oilier foods tend to sit in your stomach, causing that heavy, sluggish feeling that can last for hours. So, what are the actionable steps here? It's not about eliminating all fats, as healthy fats are crucial for brain health and nutrient absorption. It's about choosing the right kinds of fats and preparing them wisely, instead of deep frying. Opt for baking, grilling, roasting, or steaming your foods. These methods drastically reduce the amount of added fat. If you're cooking with oils, choose healthier options like olive oil or avocado oil, and use them in moderation. Embrace lean proteins like baked fish, grilled chicken breast, or lentils. Focus on incorporating plenty of vegetables, which are naturally low in fat and high in fiber, even for your favorite fried treats. Consider making a homemade baked version or simply enjoying a much smaller portion size. These simple shifts can significantly lighten the load on your digestive system, reducing heartburn, bloating, and that uncomfortable post-meal heaviness. There you have it, 5 common foods that, while seemingly innocent, can quietly undermine your digestion after 60. We've talked about how those highly processed convenience foods, packed with unhealthy extras and lacking vital fiber, can slow things down. We've uncovered how sugary delights, from fizzy drinks to sweet treats, can disrupt your gut balance and fuel inflammation. We explored how dairy products, due to decreasing lactase enzyme, can unexpectedly lead to uncomfortable bloating and gas. We delved into refined grains, explaining how their lack of fiber can leave your digestive system feeling sluggish and constipated. And finally, we looked at how fried and fatty foods can place a heavy burden on your stomach and gallbladder, causing discomfort and heartburn. Remember, the goal here isn't to create a restrictive diet or to make you feel deprived. It's about empowering you with knowledge, so you can make informed choices that truly support your body as you age. Small, consistent changes can lead to surprisingly profound improvements in your digestive comfort, energy levels, and overall well-being. You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start with 1 or 2 changes that feel manageable for you, and build from there. Your digestive system is incredibly resilient, and it will respond positively to these thoughtful adjustments. I truly hope this information helps you feel more comfortable and energetic in your everyday life. Have you noticed any of these foods affecting your digestion? Or do you have a fantastic alternative or tip that has worked wonders for you? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Sharing our journeys helps us all learn and grow together. If you found this video helpful and want more practical advice to live your best life at every age, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps us create more content just for you. Thank you so much for watching. Here's to feeling good, vibrant, and living your best life every single day.